Okay, we're back at the U.S. Amateur Championship here, and this is 25th anniversary of it too. Wow, hard to believe. U.S. Amateur Championship down here live in Tampa, Florida. Actually, Palm Harbor, Florida, here at Strokers, and this is Mike Leigh and John Mitcheltree.
Mitcheltree,
All right.
yeah. Mike Leigh at the table now, right now.
You say Mike Leigh is at the table now?
Yep.
Okay. And he is from
Barrie,
Barrie, Ontario, Canada.
Canada.
All right. And
I won't be cheering for him. I swear.
Yeah.
Even though I'm also a Canadian.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
Okay. And then John Mitcheltree from Yorktown, Virginia. We'll be telling you more about these guys in a little bit, probably. Okay, what do we have here? Pascal, this my buddy Pascal here. I'm Richard.
Mike taking care of this table now.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to run out before we have a chance to say hi to everybody.
Just one last good position shot to the last stripe, and he's going to be good for this first game.
He'll need to play a really good shot here, though, to get the shape he needs.
Would he go for 2 rails, you think?
I think just one.
Yeah, for the side. Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Perfect position.
Can he just roll it up slightly and pocket it in his side and hold shape for the 8? Or does it move way too far for him? You may need to drag it over and play the 8.
Slow roll it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, simply slow roll it. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping he'd be able to do. What he does have to avoid now is running into that 6. So he'll either need to go forward or he'll need to draw it back, but don't just hit center and go into that 6 over there. Yeah. And I wasn't telling him that. I was just saying that's one thing he has to consider.
So Mike Leigh with the early lead.
Always good to get on the board first, get that first game. I think I've heard a few times, I hadn't seen it myself, but I've heard that statistics say are that the person that gets on the board first is the person that ends up winning more times than not. I'll have to look that up sometime, but I have heard that. I don't think we're going to be here too long for this match. These guys shoot quickly.
We've had a question from the Facebook asking what's the score right now between Kenneth Brisbane and Terry Edwards. I'll go check it out for you.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. We have a full service commentary booth here today, so we'll try to get that information for you, and Pascal will be right back. So it looks like he's going to run into the few balls there and disturb them and clear up the 14 and the 9 a little bit. I'm not sure that he had to do that to be able to run out. I think he had open holes for everything, but he may feel just a little bit better now with them out in the open. Some people call that a cheat stick, but it's not a cheat stick. It's just as much a part of the game as the chalk or the tip of your stick. It's just All right. What did we find out, Pascal?
Oh, this match just finished, and it's a win by Kenneth 7-4 against Terry Edwards.
So Kenneth beat Terry Edwards 7-4.
7-4, yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to be playing Alan Smart, another player from Canada, next for the 13th position match.
So that puts Terry at what place?
Finished
He's a buddy of
17th.
mine.
17th.
17th, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. That's a good showing. And Kenneth, the one that beat him, is the
He's one of the previous champ, yeah.
Uh-huh.
2 years ago, I think. Or maybe more, I guess.
2014 rings a bell.
Exactly that, yeah.
Okay.
2014 champion. So Mike's at the table shooting again the stripes. Right. And taking care of this second one. Seems on a good way to extend his lead. Seems really, really confident and at the table.
Now, is that a sponsor shirt or is that just a colorful shirt? Looks like he might have some sponsor there or something.
Yeah, this is a Corner Bank shirt, Canadian shirt.
Okay.
Corner Bank being one of the locations in that area.
Okay. CPA location?
Yeah, having leagues there. But I think Craig's also sponsored by another pool hall. If someone can give me the name exactly of that other one, I'm
Dangerous, right there.
On the Facebook page. I'm pretty sure he is.
He's got a choice of drawing this, pocketing it where the 6 is, and drawing it just to the rail like it's centered diamond there between the
or going forward also.
That was what I was about to say. He's got a choice of,
of the two.
Of drawing it.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to be drawing it. Yeah. Needs to stay down on this one.
Yeah, watch his head. Yeah, he came up a little bit, but he still made it.
That was a very, very nice stroke here by Mike Leigh. Leading 2-0.
That's the way I prefer to shoot that shot, but not quite that hard. Just a little bit softer than that.
Yep. So Mike Leigh has had another good performance this year. I remember I think he's finished 13th last year, beating some very strong players. Just like I know he's beat someone from Montreal, so he's a very good player. Here, his influences in life are his parents and his brother. His favorite games are 9-ball and 8-ball.
And his favorite city is Montreal.
I think, right? I'm pretty sure. After Barrie, that must be his second choice. He's using the Predator cues. In fact, it says here that...
Which one, do you know?
No.
Okay. Or which shaft? I'm curious which shaft he is.
I don't know. But it says here, in fact, his best finished 13th position is he had it 3 times, in fact. So he's quite regular in this tournament. Yeah. And on the other hand, John Mitcheltree from Yorktown,
Virginia.
Yeah. Is 58. Has been playing pool for 20 years and has joined the APA League in '98 and was a member of the 2016 Masters Division runner-up.
Oh, wow.
So, wow, that must have been quite a ride.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to do that. I've played some Masters, but not gotten, close to the finish line.
Yeah,
But I would love that.
the only time I went for the Masters in Vegas, my team finished 33rd, and it was lots of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Uh,
He came close to doing having a really good shot there,
yeah,
bumping into this ball that he's rested against.
yeah.
He wanted to bump straight in it, but instead he hit the other ball first. He
Uh,
needed a little bit more speed and slightly different angle to really get exactly where he wanted, I think.
yeah,
Oh, yes, sir.
nice shot.
Yes, it was very good. It's always good to marry it up to the back of a ball like this because it forces the guy to hit away from the ball he's trying to hit instead of a lot of times it forces him to hit multiple rails.
And also, John wanted to salute his wife Mitchell, daughters Casey and Carolyn, and also his good friend Shorty Kataluki, another APA player and friend
Yeah.
who is recovering from a very serious accident. So we'll say hi to Mr. Kantaluki and wishing him a prompt recovery.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to play that ball in the side now. Looks like 11 ball. Yep. Got really good shape on that ball. Hit it perfectly into the side. He may be in trouble if he doesn't get the correct angle. He needs to get a really good angle after hitting this shot. Let's see. No, that's not it. That's not a good angle because he can only go forward, and if you only go forward, you don't have a good shot on the next ball. He needed to get either closer to the rail or further away from the rail to be able to move to the next ball well. He may be able to force this follow with a lot of right English where it hits the rail and comes back out. I'd like to see a little bit more right English on that.
Might be able to cut it, but
Yeah.
it's a very thin cut.
He can, and the cue ball's wild when he does this too.
Yeah, maybe if he goes with some kind of a bit of a right English on it and stop the cue ball on the 7, but the dangerous part of it is it sends the 7 towards the 8 also.
I think it looks like that's what he's doing, hitting the edge of the, whoa.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see that coming.
Now, where is he gonna
I
shoot
don't know.
that 8?
He can make it in the side.
Both sides, in fact.
He could make it in either side, but I think I would shoot it in the side on our right. And just a little bit of low right on it, and the cue ball will hit the center between the two pockets on the other side. Oof. It looks a lot worse from over here than it did in the other place. Yeah, from here it doesn't look that tough to make it in the side pocket. Just a little bit of draw right, and it sends the cue ball to a good place. I would have had a little bit more draw on it. That was scared me, thinking it was going to send the cue ball into the corner pocket.
So
2-1, so they're going to start this stuff again, stay close to each other like everybody else is doing. So we have some sites to talk about while he's ranking. I'd like to thank pooldog.com for providing this free stream to everybody. So visit them, show them some love. Go to pooldog.com/APA champs and find APA on Instagram. Look at there. All right, back to the action, and he's going to slam into this one ball. Very good shot. He did let it go a little bit forward of where it needs to be. I like to recommend to people that they never let the cue ball go past the where the rack was, you know, the front of the rack, because
So made a couple balls of each.
yeah.
No, only solids, I think.
Yeah.
No, one stripe too.
Really? It looks like I counted all the
6.
stripes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 7. Unless I'm 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yeah.
So
he's got
gotta
solids.
shoot solids, and he's got the 7 straight in, I think, right? Into the corner. Good stroke. Now you notice how he didn't baby that. He hit that medium stroke, and that's what you got to do to keep things on line on that kind of shot.
Is he going to take care of that 5
I
ball
think so.
right away?
I think so.
He's got the right angle to do it.
Yeah. I would, you know, I'd like to be a little bit closer to the rail over here, but I don't know that he's going to have another opportunity.
To get there, yeah.
Yes. So
maybe playing the 4 and then the 3 could help him, but you want to keep those balls for your 2 and might keep the 3 for your key ball.
I'd have to go for it right now from here, I think. 5 straight down the rail into the corner. Unless I saw a really easy, sure path to get my cue ball a little closer to us than where it's at right now. And this, according to what kind of angle he's got on that 2 ball, no. He could get over there right now if he makes this 3 in the corner. But then he's got to get back over for the 2, so he really needs to take care of the 2 now.
Looks like he's going to keep him the 5 as a key. So one last shot for the 8. That's
I just don't like.
Yeah, it's going to be.
To get in the right place on it. Can't tell on the angle there. Yeah, he might be able to pull that up right over to where he needs to be. He want to be off the rail some though. Wow. Don't get straight, or he can't get on the 8 ball, especially with that 15 up that he being over the top of that 15.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah. Now he's got to follow this up, and he may be able to pull this off. Follow this up past the, what is that, 14?
But it looks like going through, passing that pink one will be difficult without hitting it.
I think he can, though.
He can, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was asking a lot.
It was asking a lot, but I think he could have cheated the pocket just a little bit and followed it up and missed that ball. Just barely, but missed it. And even if he just barely nicked it just a little bit, it would have been enough for it to get past and play the 8 in the side.
Yeah, in the left side pocket.
Yes. It was tough. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know what else he had. And now the 14's a trouble ball for Mike. Oh boy. Not going to hurt him though.
Yep.
Unless this ball will go. Looks maybe. I think this ball may go. See the 5? Does it have room to go off of the rail and then get past the 11 into the corner?
Yep. I think he needs to go for it if he can. Not much else he can do.
If he's familiar with this shot, yeah, he's put it close, hit it pocket speed. That way, he blocked that pocket over there in case he misses it.
We have Don Bass on our Facebook page asking, where are the brackets for this tournament?
CompuSport.us.
Yep.
And then click on tournaments.
Yep.
And then click on U.S.
U.S.
Amateur Championship.
Yep. You'll be able to follow in real time all the results as they come.
Yeah. So he can hit this on the left side of the 5 ball with some left-hand English and bank it over to the left side over there where the 13 is, and
Yeah,
make
over
it
the
there.
11.
And the cue ball, yeah. If it gets past
Past
that
the
11, I think he's looking at it now. Will it go? Will it go?
Yeah.
If it does, then he can do this. It's a low percentage shot, but if he does, the cue ball with that left English hits the rail, comes around, hits close to the side pocket, and then out for shape for the
48.
8 in the corner.
He has that, or if he wants to elect for a defensive shot, he can go one rail and hit and push the 4 ball towards the other pink ball and
Yeah.
try to make it harder for Mike
Yeah.
to run
To
out.
give him another chance. That he's going for my shot, but
Yeah.
he just didn't hit it. He hit it.
Oh, might leave it frozen on the other. No,
No, but see where I was talking, where he
Yeah.
left it.
Yeah.
It blocked the hole for him, so that was a good part of that shot as well.
Yep.
But he hit it much harder than I thought than I thought he needed to pull the shot off.
So now obviously Mike will need to find a way to get that ball out the way. It will be interesting to see. Yeah, at what moment he would elect to go for
He's
that.
not getting all the way there this time, but he gave it a chance, and he knew if he came up short, he could still play the 11 ball.
Yeah, but I thought he would go for the position on the 11 to then have the position for the next one.
Oh no, not the. I was thinking he would play position on the other ball that's still down here at the other end at our end of the table, the low end of the table. Just play the first ball to get position on the second ball, just the angle he needed to then get down to the end where he's at now.
So now you'll need to shoot the 11. Maybe use the 9 ball or the 15 down the rail to get shape for that ball, that problem ball. Oh, if he has the right angle, he might go right. No.
Wow. He's just playing safe
yeah,
again.
Yeah. He's going to be playing safe. That's a good one. Yep.
It's a good one
unless he kicks this one in.
Unless John kicks this in and gets shape on the 8 and runs out. I do not like turning the table over to the other player if I think I've got a chance of running out.
Yeah, especially when the ball he's hitting at or aiming at is so close to the pocket. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Now, how do you shoot this one? You're trying to kick it in, right? But did you kick straight at it, or you try to hit the rail?
I think I'll in between the first and second diamond there. Yeah.
I do too.
Just to leave you the best chances possible to get shape on the 8 afterwards.
Yeah, me too. Because if you hit it straight on, you're leaving yourself behind the 13. And this is the last match of the night, I believe. Last stream match with commentary, and we'll start back tomorrow with commentary at 10:30-ish, I think.
Oh, direct.
He went straight at it, but
but
this is what we said would happen if we went straight at it. He was going to hook himself. That's why we were saying that he needed to hit the left rail pretty close to it, but around the first and second time, and then he comes at it from the side and then scrapes it on the way through, and that way his cue ball comes on out to where he can make the 8 next. Yeah, I don't see any decent shot. He may come up with something, but I don't see a hole anywhere for him to shoot at. He could kick at it, try to make it inside, but then he risks the chance of scratching in the corner. There's not even a ball to play off of, you know, to make it go in a hole.
He's looking if the bank's on, but I think the ball's in the way.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, if he tried to cross bank the 8 to the side pocket on the left, I do believe the 9 ball is in the way. Well, we can't see because he's in the way now, but no, the best he could do is 2. I don't think that. Maybe it goes. I don't think so, though. I think the best he could do is 2 rail it from there. I think he can get close to the pocket, which would means the 2 rail would be open back to this side. But I don't think he can make it in that side over there. I think the 9 gets in the way. You too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the way I see it too. But he seemed to be confident to. Oh wow!
He made it,
wow!
Baby. Beautiful shot.
That's,
yes, sir.
That's why we're up there.
But do you see there? You couldn't fit
and
a
he's
piece
on the
of
table.
You couldn't have fit a piece of paper between the cue ball and that 9 ball just staying there.
That was nicely done.
Wow. But what I was about to say right before he pulled the trigger is, but he's up at the table and he's going to know the fine details of it. So he will know that yes, it will go. Where we're just guessing, we're off angle from it. But from the off angle we had, it looked like it would not go.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful shot. If I had a replay tool on this thing, I would be doing the replay right now.
Just to remind you guys that if you're looking for the other tables, stream tables, simply go to YouTube and look for the APA Leagues channel. You'll find lots of interesting videos, but also the other 2 stream table that are available right now. J'en profite pour saluer quelques-uns de nos joueurs du Québec qui nous regardent présentement. Bonjour Serge, notamment. Say hi to my friends in Montreal.
Did he make 3 solids just then on the break?
Wow.
No, 2 solids.
2 solids.
Yeah, 2 solids and no stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think French is beautiful English.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, is he going for the 1 first?
Doesn't he have to from here? I think he's planning out the rest of the game from here.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he's got to play that 1 ball. That's the only reasonable shot from here.
What is he going to do with the 3?
I think he plays it in the corner where it's close to the cue ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really tight to the. Yeah, well, it's not going to be an easy shot, but
no,
feasible.
What's he going to do with the 8 ball too? Well, the 8 ball goes in the corner up here. Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you make the 4 ball? I mean 5 ball up there and See, he keeps eyeing that down. So he's trying to figure out how to do that and leave the 8 in place, I think. But he's still got. I hope
Yeah,
he's
that
seen the
will
3
be.
ball over there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very nice run out if he
But
can make those 2 last ball.
yeah, but have you ever done that before where you see this 3 ball over there? Have you
Yeah,
ever run out and then you go,
and
oh,
oh, there
that
was.
ball's there? And I hope he's not
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that.
he just took a.
Just looked over at the
Yeah,
3.
yeah, it just looked.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Because
we
I
know.
have done that a few times over the many years I've played.
Because now he can shoot the 5, hit the 8, and get position on the 3. If he's yeah, it's feasible. But then where does the 8 goes?
I would have
It's gonna be. But what else does he have?
nothing.
He can try to do a stop shot on the 5 and throws the cue ball on the 8. But that's a very hard shot for not much of a reward. But
Watch
oh
out!
wow.
Watch out! Watch
Oh,
out!
oh, that would have
No.
been great to push that
Yeah,
3
toward
to
the side.
toward the
Yeah.
side pocket.
It would have, and you know what? He may have. I'm
The
not
bank,
going to.
yeah.
He may have. I don't think he can hit enough of it. He can. I mean, what we saw a minute ago was the view was misleading, but he may have enough to pocket it over here. He may not. He may make it go 2 rails. But regardless of what he does, if he pockets this 3 right now, he doesn't have a many pockets for that 8 ball at all. His one pocket is where his head is right now, where his chin is. Yeah, he had the bank.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mary didn't get the memo. This year it was mandatory to get those khaki pants and black shirts. Just kidding. She was making the observation that all our players in the secondary table and the main table have khaki pants
Yeah.
and black shirts.
Or blue, maybe? I
Yeah,
don't know.
kind of.
Hard to tell.
Mike not following the trend.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mike, what will he do? He has an easy combo on the 14 on the right using the 10. That's about all he's got. Taking a look at the 9, he may consider defensive shots. Looks like. Or maybe trying the 9 and having some kind of a 2-way shot, getting behind those balls on the right at the same time.
I think he's making the ball in the corner.
Yeah, the 9?
No, the, 15? Oh, wow. No. He was trying to make the 9, but I thought it looked like he had a few opportunities to make that ball that's just sitting in the corner there.
And now I think the 8 is feasible in that corner. So
it could go. Sure could.
Yeah, so John's going to have a shot at the 3.
He's got to get somewhere where he can see that, though.
Yeah, I don't know if Mike's was thinking that corner pocket was completely blocked, but it isn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have cared about that at this point. I don't believe. I want to make my first shot, and the 9 looked too tough to me, so I would have had to make the easier shot.
Oh. Oh. And now the table's completely open for Mike.
Yeah, because if he'd have made that 3 there, the 8 is, fairly easy to make in there in the left pocket. And super easy now. But I don't think John's getting back to the table this time, and then they'll be going to the 9 ball. The ball he just made would have probably been my key ball. So I would have saved it to the last ball before the 8. But it's not going to matter a whole bunch. He can get shape on that 8 with any of these balls. Shoot and stop, I think, here. Yeah.
So should be over.
Yeah. Do you stay on the rail here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe if he's not comfortable and needs to shoot it a little bit harder, then you settle for the 14 and or maybe hit a little bit harder and get off that cushion. But ideally, it would be to stay close to that rail. But
Yeah, I'm not crazy about going that way first.
oh yeah, because now it's gonna be difficult to get position on that 14.
Yeah,
you will shoot it the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't need to shoot
But he
it
didn't
on
feel
that.
good.
Yeah.
You know,
Playing over the 3.
Right,
Yeah.
you got to examine it all and just go with the one that feels the best.
Yep.
I don't like, that pattern, but he's got to shoot what feels comfortable. Hey.
Oh. Jeanette's in the
Jeanette
house.
Leigh just came up and said hey to us, so it's always good to see her.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. Look at
wow. What a shot by Mike
this.
here.
It was a really good shot, but, he wouldn't have had to do that if he'd have taken the other.
Wow.
So I think he would have pocketed that
That was
ball early.
impressive.
That was very impressive. And now cue ball just floats in a position.
Yep.
All he has to do is pocket this ball. No special, any kind of English. Just pocket the ball. With a little bit more speed than that to keep it off the rail. But
yeah, because now he needs to roll that A ball in.
Yeah.
It's completely straight and on the rail.
And I'm always telling people not to baby a ball. Well, you're just about forced to baby this one. Unless he has a slight bit angle, then he can go ahead.
It looks
and
so
pop it
because
in.
he looks like he's gonna play this hard. Oh no, okay. Nice shot.
He was just trying to deceive us. Now we're moving to the 9-ball part of this. It's they started with 8 balls, so you play 5 games of 8-ball, followed by up to 8 games of 9-ball in this race to 7 at the 2018 U.S. Amateur Championship live down here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. Nice and warm down here. Cool inside. Become a member today of the APA. They're bringing you all this and putting on this wonderful event. And you can join. If you want to be a part of this event next year, you need to go to usam.poolplayers.com today. You need to tell all your friends about it that play pool well and want to play at a higher level. This is what you need to get into right here, and you can join today or tomorrow even.
Good break by Mike.
It's a long ways from that 2-ball, though.
Yep. Yeah, lost the cue ball a bit.
And against the rail.
Also, yeah. Ideally, would have liked to keep that cue ball in the center of the table for sure. But having the 3 also very close to that pocket, he can focus on making that 2, that thin cut on the 2, and normally it should come in between the 8 and the 6.
Yeah, after it hits the rail. Yeah.
After he hits the rail, yeah.
And he just has to make sure that it doesn't. It could possibly. What I'm seeing here is that it could possibly come off the rail, and then kind of rub against the 6 in such a way that the 6 stays in its way. So he's got to avoid that. That's the only problem I see from here is that if he makes the 2, is the cue ball.
Whoa! Barely made it.
Yeah, he held it back a little bit. I would be really afraid of holding it over there like that. But that's what felt good to him. He's got to shoot that.
Now the position on the 6 will be key.
and with we can't. I don't think we can get a better view here. But this is a touchy shot right here.
Yeah, yeah. Slow roll it.
Touchy shot. You got to overcut this ball. Very nice. And what happens a lot of time on that shot when you hit it really slow is there's a little bit more friction. The friction between the two balls, the cue ball will hold on to that other ball, and it drags it into that rail, and people end up missing that shot. So you got to take that into consideration when you're shooting it. Very nice. Get off the rail. The good thing is that this shot, he can still be he could be on the rail and still not hurt him too much. Yeah, because he can do that. Now, who was the gentleman that just played from Texas in the last match? He would have stiffed it. Remember that? And gone off the end rail and straight back down for the 7 in the corner.
Yeah, Mr. Griffin.
He was good at that. Yeah.
Johnny Griffin.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. I was afraid of this right here, that he was going to end up over there on the wrong side of that 8. And against the rail again. He's playing well off these rails, but we try to stay away from these rails because it does make the shot harder. You can't hit the cue ball. You're limited in the points of the cue ball that you can hit. Usually have to jack up a little bit a lot of times. And we like to stay level.
Yeah, but once again, he's simply focusing on making that 8 position is automatic. But and also, wow, having a long bridge to shoot that 8.
He may go 4 rails around this 9 for shape. That's according to what he feels like hitting it. It's just too.
Yeah.
Whoa. Way off.
Not leaving much for the other player.
This is one of those shots where if he's trying to cut that in the corner, he's got to really overcut it. You can watch if he's cutting this in the corner, watch the way the 8 ball turns when it hits it. It'll grab it and kind of carry it toward that end rail a little bit. And sometimes there'll be a little bit of chalk or something on the balls where they meet. And you'll see what we call skid, where it really pushes it toward the end rail on this shot. But you have to play a little bit of that. So you overcut it a little bit. So instead of aiming at the center of the pocket, you'll aim at, if we're looking at that corner pocket from here, look at the right side of the pocket, like the point on that pocket. If you aim there, then that's that.
You leave yourself
friction.
More chances to make it. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to. If you drive this 8 into that end rail, it's not going to go in. So allow a little bit of room for that drag.
So let's see what option will John choose in this.
I'd be all about just pocketing this ball here.
Went for the bank.
Yes, and he made
split
that
the pocket.
Yes, sir. Beautiful shot. I'm glad to see he didn't rush himself on this shot. You know, it's getting late at night. It's the second day of this event, and he's played a lot of matches to get here.
Yep.
So you know he's probably tired, and so it's important to, not just jump up on that next shot. Focus, get down, stay down, back and through.
Oh.
They like leaving the cue balls on the rail, don't they? But yeah, I hate it for him that he missed that shot. He saw that as a great opportunity to win.
Yeah. Mike's taking his time.
Yeah, he's not going to rush us either.
Yeah, yeah.
He's already shown though that he's good at hitting the ball. Being on the rail doesn't bother him very much. So I expect him to make this. He's just got to control the cue ball, not let it fall into a pocket.
Yeah, stay down on the shot. Respect the shot for sure, because it's really not an easy one.
as level as possible. Smooth and follow through. Relax. Here we go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep the cue ball away from the pockets.
It's,
All right.
it's strange. I noticed
He
he's
jerked back a little bit.
yeah, and he's taking long backstroke for his warming shot,
really
but for
short final shot.
yeah, and a short final one.
Yeah. I think that has to do with nerves really on it. I don't think that's his normal shot.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of good players that do that normally. I mean, they
that have a short stroke.
Final stroke is short and quick, and they play well that way. But I would not recommend that. But being that far away and on the rail can make you tense up a little bit. Short, take the short, fast stroke at the end. And this is Mike Leigh breaking. Made a ball and got a shot.
This is a nice table.
It is. Just don't let the cue ball get away from you. Come too far out to the center of the table. He needs to hold it.
Yeah,
you know,
needs to kill it on the on the rail. That's perfect.
Can he just stop the ball from? Whoa,
Whoops, sorry.
Wrong one.
Sorry, I left the.
It's okay. We wanted to know what the Facebook site was.
Can stop right there if he wants.
He can stop that. Yeah. Then he's got to pull it back though to this end after that.
Yep.
I thought he might. Yeah, I thought he might want to go forward to make this next shot shape.
He had nothing to lose also doing that.
Right. There's
no trouble.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Might see a stroke on this shot here.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's following. Yeah. Okay. That's a nice one too.
A lot of inside English to straighten it up off the rail at the end there.
Yeah. So now he needs to control. It might seem easy, the position on the 6, but it is not that easy, because do you go past the 8, and if you stroke it too hard, then you're giving yourself a hard
your line that
way.
Yeah. I don't like it, but you pretty much, I think, forced to go that way. So you come in about where the R is in the rack, the word racks 1 down here, about into there, and then come around the 8 back out in. See that? Boom, boom.
Yeah, and the 8 was exactly
scary
in the path. But a good result for Mike.
Which means he came in a little bit too close to the pocket. He should have been a little further to our left when he hit that rail. That first rail.
Now he's perfectly in line.
Yeah, he's looking good now.
Yeah.
Now, do you choose to stop your cue ball here and then play the 3-rail shape, 8 in the side and then 3-rail shape, or do you like to go down a little bit further?
Yeah, just follow a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too hard from this distance to simply follow 2 inches, maybe 3.
Okay. Like that.
Just a little bit more, maybe. But
then now he's got to follow it to the rail and then back out.
Yeah. Will you go 2 rails or simply spin, lots of spin to stay there close to the side pocket?
Yeah. No, I go out to the little past the center.
Oh, okay. You had angled on this way. Oh, so now it was
that.
Yeah, it was even
because I didn't know he had that angle.
Yeah.
If I had that angle, I would have done that.
Yeah.
And you would have too.
Yeah, I thought he had the angle to go the other way, on the other side of the side pocket. Yes. So. Yeah, perfect.
Boy, he slammed that ball in.
Yeah.
Yes.
5-2 for Mike now.
All right.
I'm pretty sure some friends from Barrie are watching right now and enjoying the show. For Mike from Barrie, Ontario. Now we need John to get back in the score because now he has less and less
Yeah.
space for.
Yeah. Anything going on Facebook?
We have lots of people that they prefer this camera angle because they are watching the other match
Oh,
at
really?
the same time.
Well, we change. I would love to keep it there for you because you'd like to see the other matches too, but we need to change it every now and then just to where we can see that different point of view, to see the different angles of the shots. So I apologize for that. We'll try to come over here as much as possible, but we do need to go to the other shot every now and then to get the different angles.
If Matthew's listening from Barrie, please let us know what is that pool hall that is associated with Mike. I'm pretty sure there's one.
That was a very risky way to approach that shot. I mean, his speed was right on, but if it had not been, if he'd gone a shade further, he'd have hooked himself. So I would have tried to find some other way to get there because of that.
Yep. But from here, it looks very, very good.
Now, can he just follow up a
Yeah.
little bit, or does he have to go to the end rail?
No.
Okay.
So I think he's gonna simply slow roll it, give himself an angle on the. Oh, okay. I thought he would play it a little bit softer. I would have leave myself a bit more ankle and then go 2 rails for the 5 in the side. But
oh no, he'll just. Can't he stop it there, right? Isn't that the right angle? If he.
Yeah, he can.
Let me look over here for a minute. He can stop it there and then play it in the corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're talking about. I'd prefer to play the easier shot into the side.
Yeah.
But if he can stop the ball there, then it's easy to get the cue ball.
And he played that
He wanted
hard.
to go forward a little bit. He needed a slightly different angle, it appears. But I thought that the more severe angle was preferred from there.
Yep.
This looks, to me, more difficult to get the right shape on the 6
maybe
ball.
he'll need to go forward and 2 cushions back to the center of the table.
That makes the shot into the pocket a lot. It won't accept the ball as well.
Oh.
From there.
But
So
now,
he hit it.
Now he has a hard shot on the 6.
Yeah.
He'll need a perfect stroke on this one to get on the short side of the 8. Oh, it's.
Yeah, they have to avoid miscue in here. I would chalk up before shooting this shot.
Let's see if he has that smooth backstroke. Yeah. That wasn't an easy shot for sure.
Yeah, part of the problem with that shot is that it's very difficult to get shape on the 8, and it also made the pocketing of the ball a lot harder, which is the reason he didn't pocket it. Now he's got that side pocket. I think he can send the cue ball, make the ball in the side pocket and send the cue ball 3 rails around the 9 for shape to get back down here for the 8. Just a little bit of draw inside, draw left on the cue ball. I don't know. He might not need to do that because of the 8, where the 8's sitting. Might be hindering his shot a little bit.
So John's also has a hard shot.
Looks like he can get it. Draw left, and that'll send the cue ball around 3 rails. Okay,
wow.
Well, okay, he had a little bit different angle. Make it in. So that shot was harder, I thought.
Unlucky with the final position, but I think he's all right.
He's
He can, he can go 2 rails.
I like drawing.
Right, yeah.
I like drawing the ball.
Yeah, on this one, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Draw left on this one. I'm not saying that's the shot. I'm just saying that's what I prefer.
The 2 options are possible for sure. Yeah. At this time of the game, of the match, I'm pretty sure he would have appreciated having more angles. But
a little bit more angle would have been awesome.
But
He's
oh,
taking you
is he
around.
shooting the rail first or?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
yes, he did. Oh
And he went
no,
way
he's
too
going
far
for
with
the
it.
scratch.
He could have hit that much,
Oof.
much softer.
Woohoo.
And because when you hit the rail first like that, you really don't have to hit it that hard to get the cue
Yeah.
ball to move. Good shot. Just,
Mm.
and that happens sometimes. I think you overamp a little bit when you're in the, you know, in a big match like this.
Let's see if you can
Smooth.
make it in the side now.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. That
Yeah.
stroke was beautiful too.
Yeah.
Nice and smooth.
Nicely done by John here. Getting it closer to 5-3.
I'd like to thank again pooldog.com for bringing this live free stream to you, along with the bonus tables on the YouTube. On YouTube, there's a couple of bonus tables.
Right now we're having Henry Broad against
Broad, and yeah, he's
Avinash
a three-time
Pandey.
U.S. amateur champion.
And on the other one, we're having Mike Mullins against Mark Wiseman.
Okay.
It's actually 5-5. Close match there. The other one's 3-2. I guess it's Avinash.
All right.
That is leading 3-2.
And is that the table we see ahead of us here, next to our main TV table? Is that what that is?
No, no.
No? Okay.
Those two are. Let's have a look.
That was a nice shot he made on that next table. He did a billiard off the 6 ball to pocket the ball in the side. Very nice shot. Yeah, this is a young man that I was impressed with earlier on this on the TV table. He's very animated, quick to play, but he's a very good shooter. Good control of the cue ball. Unfortunate, a little bit to.
Don't have anything to.
Yeah. Now, do you try to place the cue ball behind the 2 on this shot? 2 rails and end up behind the 2, or do you think that's too risky? Because if it leaks out, then he's got an easy shot on the 1.
Yeah.
He could try
The 8 here is kind of the reason why I'm hesitating, because if it wasn't there, my obvious shot would be to go send the 1 towards the 2 and go 3 rails behind the 9 towards the 6 on the right. But because of the 8, the angle's not quite there, so maybe I would go for the defensive shot behind the 2, sending the cue ball behind the 2. But
well, he pushed out. Have we explained the push out in this?
In this match,
session?
no, not yet.
Okay,
No.
you want to do that again?
Yeah, so for this tournament, as it is also in the Masters format, the push out is allowed directly the first shot after the break. So the player at the table has the option to, if he allows to play the push out, he can send the cue ball anywhere on the table, and then the other player has the option to play the shot from there, or to ask the player to be back at the table and shoot it himself. And then the next shot has to be a regular one where you shoot at the
requirements.
Yeah. So that's only in the Masters and in the U.S. Amateur Championship that can do that.
I think he's going to do what you were talking about earlier. He may be banking this in the corner.
Oh.
No, he's.
I would have gone 3 rails instead of only 1. This one, at least 2 rails. Yeah, like a Z shot there.
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
Yeah, just play a little bit thinner and go with a C-shaped shot and end up closer to the 6 instead of the 7.
He won't be happy with that shot because he left the shot, but it was really tough to pull that safety off from there. So he shouldn't be down on himself too much. That was super tough.
J'aimerais prendre quelques instants simplement pour saluer nos amis à l'écoute du Québec. Monsieur Gordon McCann est à l'écoute. Également plusieurs joueurs du Dolly's Shadowgate, un de nos salons qui accueille la CPA Montérégie. Donc, bonsoir à tous.
And what he said just then is APA is the greatest league in the world. Is that what you said?
Exactly what I did.
Because I know my French.
I was simply saying hi to some of our friends of the CPA Montérégie, the local leagues.
I'm so glad they were able to join us.
Yep. Enjoying this
oh no.
Nice stream provided by Bulldog.
Yeah, he looked pretty uncomfortable on that shot all the way.
Okay, will he go for the 2 now? Knowing Mike, yeah, I think he's going for it. The way he showed.
He's aiming at it right now. He's looking, getting a feel for it.
Yeah.
Where's the cue ball going?
You'll need to go one rail towards the center of the table, but yeah, it's hard to make it and not have it too loose. Don't
scratch in the side over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay. Very nice.
Okay. Yeah, using the 9 to stop the path of the cue ball there.
Very nice.
Wow. So I don't know if the 3, the 3 goes by the 8 also. But I think he's going to shoot it inside. Yeah, I think he's going to shoot it in the side.
I like hitting it firm here and following the cue ball down to the center end of the table and back up, I think. I mean, not super hard, but just, I don't like hitting it soft like that. And that's why right there.
Yeah.
I think if he hit it more full, followed it through to the end rail, I think he'd have
You'll feel more comfortable. He would have let his stroke out a little bit more, and now he had to
the way he
retain his shot a little bit too much.
Do not think he'd have missed that shot if he'd have shot more firmly and followed the cue ball to the end rail and back up a little. Nice.
Okay, well, John put it even closer now.
I would not let this ball get anywhere near that end rail. And he didn't either. Because what I've seen it, they let it get over there and then it gets around the
7
and gets hooked behind the
yourself,
7. Yeah.
Or scratch, even worse. Perfect. Now, do you go three cushions?
I do.
Yeah, around the
because I don't like trying to hold it from here. So I put some top.
Even 4
left.
Cushions there.
1, 2, 3. I don't.
4.
Yeah, I don't.
4 in between the 8 and the side pocket. And
maybe. You know,
just to get an angle.
But and this you don't have to hit this super hard, but it's just a flowing. He's not doing it.
He went only 2.
He's just 2 rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
After seeing what he just did, I think that's what I would have done. If we get over the shot and know the exact angle, I think we would have done that as well.
He was a little bit less crazier than I was.
But I think if we got over the shot, we would have seen that that was a capable, a shot that was
Possibility,
allowed, a
yeah,
possible shot, and
yeah.
we would have taken that. Because you try to take the simple route if you can, and it just didn't look like it to us. Didn't look like it was available.
Someone asking if it's Florian commentating. No, I'm from Montreal, but my good friend Florian's from France.
Nice.
And John keeping it close. Five, 4. So remind you guys, if you're interested in playing in this tournament next year, what you need to do is sign up for a preliminary round. You need to win your way into this tournament. So sign up now. The window's already open. Get qualified and come here in Florida next year. Good break here by John. As it is always the case in 9-ball, the hardest shot he'll face is probably this one here. Playing the one in the low right corner and bringing back the cue ball in the center of the table. If he does just that, he'll be fine for the rest of the rack. Tried to hold it and did not cut it enough. Unfortunately, he hit the rail before the corner pocket. Let's see if Mike's seeing the one. I think so. He's seeing a piece of it, just enough to make it, probably. Doesn't need to masse. Looks like he might need to, yeah. Just a little masse. Ah. Just overran a little bit on this too. Now it's gonna be a little bit more complicated to get for the 4 that is against the rail on the upright. I need to play safe and send the 2 on the left rail and send the cue ball behind the 8. That's not easy either. I need to go against the 5 while doing that. If you have any questions for us on Facebook, feel free to ask. Okay, so now will John go for the shot in the upright corner or go for the bank for the defensive shot? Lots of possibilities, depends on how he feels comfortable. There's also you can send the cue ball behind the 8 and push the 4 towards the right rail. Oh, will he leave? Oh, he's leaving a billiard for Mike here. I think Mike's gonna go for the billiard. Simply needs to cut the 4 and let the cue ball. Just needs to be careful so that the cue ball does not follow the 9 into the corner pocket. Oh, went for the pot. Okay.
You think he would play the billiards and go ahead? Yeah, I did too from there.
It shows his confidence at cleaning up.
Running out.
Yeah, at running out. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. And now he has easy shots for the run out. So good spirit shown by Mike.
Jumped up a little bit on that shot and
played it a little bit short.
Yeah, he had a lot of room to land out.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He could have rolled even 2 feet more.
2 feet further and been much better than he sits now. But as good as straight as he shoots, he'll make this in the corner. But I just don't want that long shot when I got that nice little creamy shot in the side pocket. Easy shot, you know.
Yeah. But he's taking good care
of that. Especially at my age, because I'm 114.
Okay, Mike's now on the lead, on the hill, I mean. Just to remind you that now is the time to look for a league nearby.
That's right. Join the APA, because every APA member is as beautiful as those people you see right there. Every one of them.
Every one of them.
They made me get out because I did not fit into that. Yeah. Once I got ugly, I used to look like that when I played APA, and they made me get out while I got ugly.
And you were having fun just as much as they are, right?
Yes, that's right. Okay, we're about to break again, so here we go. 9 ball. Good break. I was trying to look around his head, and I couldn't do it.
I think he's going to go with the safety on the 1. Just depending on the exact angle he has.
She could just come on in here and join us for a few, couldn't she?
I'll work on that.
I wish we had another headset.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, Jeanette Leigh came up again and waved at us. Speaking of being pretty, good looking, she's one of the faces of the APA, and she's easy to look at for sure. Oh, missed it. Oh, here we go. Got you back up. Got Jeanette Leigh on here. How you doing?
Hello, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I was hoping you could step in here. We see Mike Leigh is on the hill here, and John's at 4. Mike Leigh is up to bat right now.
Looks like a wide open table too, huh?
Yeah, it is. His opponent kicked at the one ball and missed it and scratched. So, and he's been playing really well too, and as you'll see.
Looks
quickly.
looks like he's feeling pretty confident.
Right.
Well, I would have liked to have commentated a little bit, but there's not much here to commentate on.
Right.
It's nice when you can make it look easy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Now on that angle, I wonder if he's okay there. He can cheat the pocket a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Pull it straight back, yeah. And he maintained the right angle to go down to the end rail, too. On the left side of the 7.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that. Of course, you don't want to be on the rail.
Not on the rail, but I was thinking he'd go to the end rail and then bounce off of it a little bit. I don't like – both of these guys have been putting their cue ball really close to the rail like that, but he has no issues with it. You like following this 2 rails? Like that?
Yeah, especially if you can he put a little bit of English on that.
Mm-hmm. And just as it rubs the first rail, it puts a little bit on it for you. So you'd
That's
add
right.
a little bit to that, right,
Exactly.
with yourself. Now, do you like trying to finesse it and hold it here, or do you come across? Okay.
No. If it really depends on the table. If it's to me, if it seems like the table's playing fast, then I'm naturally going to go across.
Yeah, they're pretty fast. He liked going around.
All the way.
I wasn't looking at that way
I
at
would
all.
not have gone that way. I would have went straight across. But that's what makes it. Usually, the best decision is the decisive one, right? The one that you're comfortable with, that you know you're going to execute most of the time.
So Mike Leigh takes it down 7-4, and that's about the biggest difference we've seen in all the matches we've been commentating.
They've been going. And actually, hello, how are you?
How's it going? I told you she was easy on the eyes.
Thank you. I was just stopping in, but I know when I was commenting on the ladies' matches, I mean, so many of them went hill. I mean, it was going back and forth.
I know. All of our matches are doing that.
Yeah.
But
from what it looked like, a lot of players, they're out there, they're getting comfortable, and they want the title.
Yeah,
U.S. Amateur
they
Championship.
Do. I know. It's an awesome event. A lot of heavy competition coming here, and it's not for the money. People want to know, well, how much money is it? There's not any money in it. It's about the prestige and the camaraderie and the competition.
It's absolutely about the prestige. I mean, this is the most prestigious event that you can have out there for the amateur, especially. And I will say that it's still, even though they're not getting cash, the cash value of it is quite a bit. I mean, the U.S. Open, as far as I know, it's all of
over
your expenses
$1,000,
covered.
right?
The entry fee
alone
by itself is $1,000.
Right.
And it's an opportunity most people will never get to have. So this is definitely something people are shooting for. It's the big dream, right? Get out there and win a championship.
Dream of mine for years, and it's a dream. My dream now is for my son and me both to be, in the championship together. But
yeah, and I wish, why didn't I play in something like this? I wish I knew about this when I started. But actually, it turns out, they were telling me the other day that the U.S. Amateur started in 1994. And I was #1 in the world in '94.
Oh, so you couldn't have gotten
even from its inception at the very, very beginning, I wouldn't have been allowed to play in it. But I would have loved to.
Way back then, really?
Yeah, but also even in the Olympics, I mean, you're not playing for the money. It's representing your country. And here, any kind of this kind of title, you can represent anything you want, right? Your hometown, your family and friends that have supported you.
Right.
But it's so nice to have you here. I know everyone's been appreciating that very much. And maybe I'll be able to stop by a little later also.
Please do.
Okay,
thank you so much. And
See you
thanks
later,
to Pascal,
guys.
too, for
Bye.
coming in.
Pascal.
All
Come
right.
on over. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.